Right guys, yet another interesting case study here. 2008 1.6 diesel Fiesta van. Customer complaint was that it died on the road. He suspected it might be a fuel filter because he didn't change it during the last service. He asked me to change it, convinced that that would cause the problem to stop. It didn't. A scan showed this code, P0698, sensor reference voltage C, circuit low. My plan of attack on this one was to go directly to the ECU and check all of the reference feeds for each of the critical sensors on the engine. Critical sensors such as the camshaft sensor, which is buried in there. You can just about see the connector there. Down there, the camshaft, the crankshaft sensor, the fuel rail pressure sensor, which is impossible to get to, but again we are testing at the ECU where there is connectivity. And by the way, Ford love to put a security bracket around the ECU to stop you tampering with the connectors. Absolute pain to get through. I had to borrow a lad's buzzsaw to make a nick in it and work it out, and that took me half hour anyway. Thank you WD-40 as well. I have to give a shout out to that. So I worked my way through each of the sensor references, the majority of them being on the connector number 2 here, and one on the connector number 1 for the accelerator pedal. So I worked my way through, as I say, all the critical sensors. Camshaft sensor had a good 5 volt, crankshaft had a good 5 volt. Fuel pressure, where was I? Yeah, the fuel pressure sensor, good. Accelerator potentiometers, there's 2 for a safety. Both good 5 volt references. At this point I'm about to pull my hair out, and I said, right, just for the crack, I'll check the EGR one. What do we have? A 2.5 volt, what looks like a bias. So as I say, the car would not start. So just to prove the concept, I'm back probing the EGR valve on the 5 volt reference feed on my little handy scope. You can see here that we have there be a second. I'll go into the memory, hold on. We have a good 5 volt reference coming from the ECU to this potentiometer circuit, only because you see that safety pin down there. I bridged where are we? Try and get you a decent angle on this. Yeah, I use a safety pin here to bridge the crank and the EGR potentiometer. I suspect if I remove this, the car will cut out. Oh no. Oh, here we go. Have I fixed it? Have I fixed it? Have I fixed it? We still have this sensor reference voltage low code. Let's try and clear that. I don't want to keep the car off for too long because the battery was almost flat. 5. Let's have a look here. Clear the codes. Let's see if anything comes back up. Alright. Ford, you suck. Okay. Let's have a look here. We still have that code. I wonder if she'll start. No. Again. Crank. No start. I'm going to put the safety pin, or whatever it is, a paper clip, back in. Bear with me 1 second. You can actually see with the safety pin removed, we have 3.3 now. It was 2.5, but that might have just been because the battery voltage was so low. Whatever it is, the problem is internal to the ECU. I have seen this before, again on a Fiesta, same engine. And I actually had the unit reconditioned, but just for proof of concept, I'm going to reinstall that safety pin and see if she'll start. Okay, I've just put the safety pin back in. Let's see if you can see it down. Oh god, damn it. Let's see it down there. There it is. I have my 5 volts back. She should start now. Oh god. Okay, off, on. Go on your bed. Let's see. All the way in. Didn't push the connector all the way home. Second, just position it on my days. Now. That's it. Okay. So yeah, I just had to push the connector home. Just push my paper clip back in. Oh, the fun of it. Come on, baby. Don't fail me now. Look at that, damn it. Yeah, so I obviously didn't have the safety pin in right, but there you go. There's your 5 volts being measured at the EGR valve. Coming actually from the feed for the, I think it might be the camshaft sensor. Anyway, that's the problem. She's going to need an ECU. Thought that'd be an interesting one. I'll catch you guys later.